Welcome, mortals. Welcome to Call of Cthulhu. For this setup for me to try my hand at this video game thing. So, I've decided to start with a classic, a Call of Cthulhu, based on the great RPG, also of the same title, of a mind that's so fractured that it's amazed that he could write at all. And believe me, that mind was fractured. Oh, and by the way, this is Mr. Maleficent, not my IT guy, who has been fiddling with what he could. As for now, I'm about ready to step into the center of madness. But who am I, you may ask? I am simply a man who moved himself to Willimonte, Ohio, to try out his wares at owning a massive mall and, of course, practicing simple magic to allow the dead to walk. Now, let's see if the years, decades with my master have prepared me for such horrors as the Call of Cthulhu. Let sanity fall. Oh, just brightness. Huh, that's interesting. Sadly, my TV is not exactly the brightest there is, so it needs 2 dozen key decrease so I can actually see it. No, didn't. Oh, well, that's interesting. What the hell was it I was at earlier? Battery graphics off. Detection? I can already hear the screams. Yes, let's up that. No, wait, how do I apply? Ah, there we are. Graphic, oh, it's just the brightness levels. Alright. I guess we shall begin where good stories start. Hopefully it's a good story. Oh, for God's sake. Here we go. Boston, 1924. Edward Pierce, veteran of the First World War, drowns his memories in liquor and sleeping pills. He is now a private detective who has trouble finding a case able to lift him from his torpor. Pierce must find a new case quickly, or risk losing his license. So, just about every noir story that ever has been, they always begin like that. I remember watching, what was it? Lord of Illusions? Master of Illusions, something like that. Yeah, then of the madness, shall we? Oh, look at that. Oh God, I'm married. Why? Oh, look at that. What? That's interesting. Well, we know what killed Jaws in the end, and it wasn't an oxygen tank. You know, people really need to stop leaving their intestines all over the place. And am I the only one that feels like we're missing something? Oh, there we go. Now I feel like I'm using a mouse a bit. I touched Neolothrotep once. I regretted that ever since. And honestly, this is not as bad. They really like collecting intestines, don't they? I don't think I got much choice, do I? Oh, I don't like the looks of this. So dark and misty and stuff. Ooh, what do we have here? Lift up some specific items. Okay, how do I do that? I see that's for some reason I cannot pick up a lamp. Or am I just supposed to look at it? Oh. Well, that makes more sense now, doesn't it? Why did it give me the image there? Oh, wait a minute. Oh. Hey, I found some bolt cutters. Oh, I guess that would be helpful. Do we go through the door? Do we travel the path?
In my wake, hold along. Fate inescapably draws you on.
What? Who's talking? Oh, I can cut the other bolt. Wait, you only have one cutters. It's not exactly like they just fall apart in use. Oh, this can't be a good thing, can it? It's far too linear. Ooh, what do we have here? I cannot take it, whatever it is.
What a putrid offering.
Who is talking? Is that a killer whale? Where are we?
Don't fight. You have been chosen.
I will run as fast as I... Of course. I ran to the door. What am I supposed to do? Oh, right, I did that. Oh, really?
Everything has already been written. But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
Did you just warning shot a Cthulian priest? No! Random cop man! Yeah, I always thought about faces here, people being faceless. And for the one that refers to himself as creepy, I did turn the brightness up so I could actually see.
I used to be an avid reader. The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases.
Right. I've noticed there's some screen tearing as I move. Interesting. Nice music. It's very, well, of the age. Ah, yeah. Yes, I'm having a bloody drink. After what I just saw. And I die of poisoning right there. Do I have another one? US is voted day? I feel like it's a reference to something that I'm just not catching on. I wasn't in the US at that time. I was still under the tutelage of my master in the Emerald Isles.
Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
Oh, isn't that nice? I got my own little thingy. Let's see. Yes, I am reading what it's saying, and you can read along or pause the video if you want. I just got through it. Oh, here are my stats. I have 1 point in psychology. I have no points in occultism, of course. I have someone that can't use the damn magic. Spot hidden. Medicine, that makes sense. Investigation. You need to have decent investigation. Blah 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 blah. You need to have decent investigation in order to be a private detective. My eloquence is only at novice level, and my strength is at a good 40%. How about my sanity? That is good. Wait, how does this work? So is it more points that are bad or good? Is it like golf? I can't remember. New. I don't think I have any points to spend. Dark water. I don't have any information on dark water. And when you live in a place called dark water, I mean, you might as well just scream, "Hey, there's an evil cult here!" I remember once traveling down Devil Road. I was actually kind of curious about that. No clues. And I have a lighter. Let me inspect said light. Oh, okay, I was supposed to say, did I not inspect any more? Oh, I could spin it around, but I can't go up and down. Call that investigation. No wonder your investigation's only a 2. You're not even a professional. You don't know what you're doing. No, leave that on. There's no law that tells me I need to answer that.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
Hooray, I solved a case. Alright, fine.
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherrifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Oh, now I have extra points to work with. How does this work? Right. Oh! Interesting. Alright then. Well, what's... Yeah, let's put some of that in there, because let's be honest, we're gonna need it. In psychology, spot hidden Let's do that. I don't feel like putting anything into eloquence. I do not feel like putting anything into strength right now. So... I think that's how we finish. We push... Oh yes, push triangle. Oh, bloody hell!
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, do you still...
I'm coming.
Lip sync needs work. Maybe after the update comes in.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem. And I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me,
How about both?
it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl. She is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness.
It's
Or
very...
if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at... That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
That's it. Oh, aren't we, Mr. Snooty Pooty Pants, whatever. You know, if you actually came to me during this time, my master and I could have just charged you a couple mil just to revive the daughter right there, but no, you go to a private detective. No one believes in magic anymore.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
I agree. Can I talk to him? I guess not. Right. Oh.
Its strange beauty isn't enough to hide the feeling of dread it carries.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these?
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Darkwater. Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
Well, what about this warehouse I found out about?
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
You think? No, it's just a simple accident, and thus we have no story.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right. I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice.
No, not really. We'd do another game if you did.
Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there.
The Learning of Medicine, Volume 1. Well, at least we have something.
Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
So many things to find, so little time.
Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then. All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater. I should get rid of all this stuff.
Obviously someone is obsessed.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
One more drink. Spooky. No, that is, and there's holding the torch. Or spear, or whatever that is. Let us go to the Isle of Darkwater. Pierce took the Hawkins case. The cursed artist is accused of having caused the fire that killed her and her family. As the only clue, she's left her father a disturbing painting. Actually, I thought it looked very good myself. On the shipping label, an address, a warehouse set in the docks of an island of dark water. This place seems to be the starting point for Pierce's investigation. Honestly, I thought it was a beautiful painting. I would hang it in my own boudoir if I could, but sadly, I did not even have the foyer ready. And these load times. Oh, why does magic always make electronics explode? If only I could use my power to make it go faster. I have no idea how difficult it is to keep a cell phone working. Enter madness. I seem to be on a boat. On a boat, you silly mortals. On a boat. And don't you all come join me, I am on a boat. Game of cyanide. Man's looking like Keanu Reeves as Constantine.
Almost there.
I say I said the title screen and a bit of a Mac painting. Subtle. There's always port towns in these stories, you notice that? Never in the middle of the desert, or say, maybe in a city square. No, it's always those docks that have the evil cults.
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
What brought
Does
you?
the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Something tells me it's going to cost me to see those documents.
Let the police do their work. Hey, Sullivan. Can't you go any faster?
You've seen how old this thing is. If we force it too much, we'll break everything.
You can't do that.
But it's only a fish.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
You
Then,
can't understand.
sadly,
We're not
I'm-
sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad. Don't...
The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
Ah. And so who are you?
I didn't introduce myself. Edward Pierce, private detective.
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer that.
You can't? Or you don't want to?
Oh, no. I'm not getting into those games, me. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
Really?
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy. They're cops. They can't...
What could have done so much damage?
You can't understand.
Oh,
You're
for
not
God's sake, are you gonna
sailors.
keep talking the
It's a
same
sign.
line?
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You can't understand. Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
Run! Run! What the bloody hell? What is this, Bloodborne? What's with the glowing lamp? One of these days I'm going to finish Bloodborne. Let's see what's going on down here.
You'll see what a true sailor's got in his belly. You hear that?
There's nothing for you here
Rats
either.
Don't scare me.
Beat it.
What did he call us just now?
I said you were a bilge rat. And even a...
There's nothing for you here either.
You
Beat
think you
it.
don't know what you're doing? Hit me hard.
Shut up your big mouth once and for all.
This is why I hate playing regular mortals in games. They push them around so... Oh, it's this era.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
Time for a drink, I guess. Oh, you don't want to talk. You don't want to talk. You don't want to talk. How about you people? Do you want to... Why are you looking at me like that? Lovely.
Hey, be careful.
Oh my.
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
That guy was looking for trouble. So choose your camp if you don't want the same treatment.
Hey, buddy, I don't want any trouble.
So serve me a drink.
Just to make things clear, only regulars can run up a tab. Others pay.
Of course, of course.
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
So that woman across the bar over there, the one that's giving me the come hither eyes because I beat up a man. Quite understandable. Nothing more attractive than a man beating another man.
The Stranded Whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of dockwater. When our whalers left for long months and came back, sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Torture?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable?
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
I'll see how open-minded you really
I've got
are.
what I need.
Anything else?
Ouch. Oh, we did that.
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams?
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
Let's see if anything
What
new
can you
happens.
tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
I don't think there's anything new.
I've
is
got what
there?
I need.
Anything else?
Wonder if it'll open up if I buy a drink.
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
You want a drink?
I wouldn't say no to a glass.
Try this.
Ugh, it smells like piss water.
I think we'll get along well.
Now, let's see if there's anything new in
What
there.
can you tell me about her?
Because he did
We
ask
all
about
knew
whiskey.
she was famous on the mainland.
Yes, yes, we know. Nope.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
We're
That'll
gonna
be
go
all for now.
There, boys. We're over here.
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
That's it? Catching a fish? That's the most important thing that's happened on this island in 80 years? God. You people need something, even if it's just a con artist. What? Oh.
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens.
We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
And that's not at all a faux pas today.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
Okay, that answers a bit.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
I saw the newspaper clipping. You don't believe it, do you?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
Well, I admit I've never eaten whale before. Not for any reason that would go against my conscience, but...
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
Nothing like a good drinking song. My God, man, you look like you're... Wait a minute. Oh, what do we have here? Carved markings on the skin, writing on the arms, pallid complexion that makes you look like you haven't seen the light of day in ages. You, sir, holding a secret. Or you're just the neighborhood quack.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader. Ah, that's it. Maybe we should let him take it. No, the risks are too high. It's a book, after all. Pure knowledge.
'Cause, you know, no trouble ever happens for reading a book. I think he's done talking to me. We're probably going to see him again. What else is in here? So I explore... Ooh, what's on the special menu?
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker. And a debtor. Interesting.
Oh, that's the tab. Didn't even catch that. No specials, I take it. Ugh. I'm ready to give this place 2 stars. I do like how they use harpoons as darts. And, well, this place is armed to the teeth. Oh, I'll talk to you in a minute, ma'am. Oh, I just already talked to you. Anything else that I can explore? Anything else that needs investigate? Ooh, what's in the back room, I wonder? Locked. Never mind. Alright, let's talk to you.
What you looking at, stranger?
What were you looking at? I thought I'd come hither look. Oh, I can't. I can't. Oh my lord, that's just too cliched.
I've rarely seen a woman who can hold her liquor so confidently.
What gives you the right to judge me?
It was a compliment.
So what? Let me drink, stranger. I told you to beat it.
Well, I've obviously made an ass of myself. Moving on. And nothing else in here of interest. I guess we are heading out. Let's see if he has anything new we can ask him.
You again. What can I get you?
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
You want a drink?
In a tall glass.
Same again, please.
Here you go.
That's no moonshine.
You can say that again. House recipe.
Oh.
Charles Hawkins owed you a lot of money. Do you know if he had problems?
I don't know the details, and it's not my business. Money or not, he was always welcome in my bar. The Hawkins family was always much appreciated on the island.
I read the article on the miraculous catch. Interesting local folklore.
Don't get it into your head to repeat that round here. It's more than folklore. On that day, the crew of the Scylla caught an exceptional catch. The biggest whale ever caught. They saved Darkwater from famine.
Interesting.
You seem to know Charles Hawkins well. How about his wife, Sarah Hawkins?
Well, she was a local somebody. We all knew she was famous on the... And I don't want to...
I've got what I need.
Anything...
I was hoping for something new.
That'll be all for now.
And I'm worried if I order another drink, my character will pass out.
I told you to beat it.
Oh, well. Maybe next playthrough I won't put my foot in me mouth. Well, it's the only other place I can go. Oh, actually, let's see if there's anything new with the cop real quick.
Something real bad.
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You can't understand.
Oh, well, I'm already making a complete arse of myself, aren't I? How about this guy? Does he have anything you can talk about? Can I just get back on the ship and say screw it? Alright, I have a job to do. Alright, there's enough exploring. Let's continue on. What's around the bend? A sack! In the house we go.
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman, Cat.
I'm pretty sure that's the woman we met.
Broken. This place seems half abandoned.
I wouldn't doubt it. There's not much
Fishing
on the
equipment.
island.
Could do with some rust remover. A souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess this blackboard hasn't been wiped for more than 70 years. The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
Oh, well, rushed in we will go. I guess you don't sleep upstairs much, do you? Ah, the toilet. Next thing you know, knife-wielding midgets come out and try to stab you in the arse.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
Oh, yes, don't bother just talking to me. Where? Oh, where it is.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
Where'd he go? What, did you just pull a Watson? How did you do that?
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I'm surprised Charles Hawkins had goods to store, knowing that whaling stopped in 1847.
I see that you're interested in the history of our island. Indeed, maritime activities ceased altogether at the end of the last century. I imagine that the Hawkins family had other types of contracts.
But you don't know with whom?
No, it was none of my business.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Well, that was easy.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse.
Where's the warehouse again? Don't want to sound like a complete buffoon.
I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
No.
Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth, and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Ha! Indeed, you're right.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least.
Nothing like a whale autopsy.
The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
Oh, nothing new there.
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Oh, I will. Ooh, I got a little experience point. Where to put it? Oh, I need to find... Oh, okay, I can't just up those. Oh, I have 2 points. Let's see if there's anything new.
You again. What can I get you?
Well, I'm seeing if you have anything new to talk about.
What do you know about the Hawkins warehouse?
If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams?
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
Coward.
You seem to know Charles Hawkins well.
Well, and
I've got
anything.
That'll be all for now.
What? Another break?
One of those damn sailors came looking for trouble again.
But he won't try again anytime soon. We gave him a good hiding.
So you said to yourselves that after such a feat, you could abandon your post.
It's just a little drink. We taught those guys a lesson.
We'll return right after. It's just that standing guard in this alley makes your throat dry.
That fool Fitzroy can't keep his dogs on a leash.
I'll have to send him a more clear-cut message. I told you to beat it.
Fine.
Do you like our song?
We're true, we mean...
That's true.
I heard the Hawkins family owned a warehouse on the docks.
An old family of ship owners.
Tell me something I don't already know.
They were made much richer by the miraculous catch. You shouldn't talk about the dead like that. We're not speaking ill, we're just saying that Daniel Hawkins made a fortune without taking any risk.
There! You're speaking ill, you see?
It's your proof that the miraculous catch really did happen.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Oh.
Good night, stranger.
That is interesting. Yes, the way is now clear.
Oh yeah? He's gonna get us in...
You didn't tell me that the warehouse I was looking for was right in front of us.
Because its owner is dead. And I don't want to see you hanging around it. Now please, leave us to our work.
You can't understand. Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy. They're cops. They can't understand.
What could have done so much damage?
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign.
Something tells me I don't want to enter the warehouse just yet. But I will head in that direction. What's Captain Cage's out here? What your secrets does the dark water tell? Something tells me you don't get a lot of visitors normally either. Ah!
There.
Oh, bloody hell. Oh, I like that's right.
Hello, old friend.
Hello, Bottle, my old friend. I wish to get all drunk again, and then we'll go a merry burning. I think I got a clue. My sanity hasn't changed, so that's a good thing. Deceased. Deceased. Oh, 37. I thought it was 17 at first. I was going to call out an outright lie. I may have to read these at a future point. Wait, the miraculous catch counts as a cult. Really? Okay. Is there any point in that? How do I put my lighter away? Woo! Ah! Oh, I'm easily entertained. Can I open this? I cannot. And I have no idea how to put this stupid lighter away. How do you juggle inventory in this bloody game? Oh, that's not it. Well, I'm going to be walking around with a lighter in people's faces unless it turns itself off. It's an impressive flame, though. What's with the lamps? What's the name on there? St. Brenda. St. Brendan, the Navigator. No curiosities, no clues of any kind? You're not seriously gonna ask about the scripts written all over the body? Not one question. Not really? I'm looking right at it. Oh, hey, there we go.
St. Brendan, patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. I can't even say which language it's written in.
But I do know someone that might. Maybe the crazy man reading the book. Okay. Aha! Oh, bloody hell. Why, did the water just turn green? Water is green. Yeah, there's some serious algae problems in this port. They should probably talk to someone about that. Well, I'm not going in there just yet. Because I want to explore and see if I can find something important. Oh, here we go.
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
What?
I respect your beliefs.
Our beliefs? You mean you don't believe in God?
Oh,
that's irrelevant.
That's what you think.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to dark water?
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
You're not the only one scared of her, then?
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do.
St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here.
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
So we drink.
Interesting.
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
Back to being a lighter.
No, if it gets out, I'll have serious problems with you-know-who.
I bet that you hid them somewhere. How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
Fascinating. She's a knife dancer.
Who's
Well,
this guy? No idea. You better keep it shut.
Why, we don't have a clear conscience.
Quiet. What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's going to be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
should I try lying?
I went to see the statue of St. Brendan.
What makes you think we did it?
We're bootleggers, not savages.
Who do you think defaced the statue?
What do I know? They could have done it by themselves.
The sailors?
Who else, in your opinion? And who's interested?
Kat. She's your boss.
What? You listen through keyholes.
She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble.
She redid the smile at the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope he had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
She sounds frightening, your boss.
And she doesn't like to be talked about behind her back.
So, who are you?
Are you stupid or are you doing it on purpose?
Everybody knows us on Darkwater.
I've just arrived.
Let's just say we're standing guard for the owner of the site. And we let no one enter her property.
I bid you gentlemen farewell.
Let's head off for now. Let's see how successful lying can be. I can also see it backfiring quickly.
Well, look who's back.
Did you miss us?
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
And it's best not to start a fight just yet. Not until we have everything exhausted.
Where do you think you're going?
I thought that the Hawkins case had been closed.
That's true.
So what are you doing on guard duty in front of this warehouse?
Who's asking the questions here, the cop or the tourist?
Both.
Who are these others so interested in the warehouse?
And why would I tell you?
Because I'm awesome, obviously.
You and I are on the same side of the law.
Oh, yeah?
You don't want to know the truth behind this case.
Are you saying our work was not up to snuff? Forget it.
Good job!
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone.
Curiouser and curiouser.
Damn stupid idiots. Forget it.
And Lord, they're gonna keep repeating the same lines. It's getting old very, very quickly. Nope, still can't talk to him.
You again. What can I get you?
You seem to know Charlie.
Well, then.
I've got one.
Anything?
That'll be all for now.
I told you to beat it.
Well, still nothing. Alright then. I may end up just having to have people fight one another. Or lie and see if that gets me anywhere. Wait, who are you?
We're no longer at home on our own island.
Calm down. It's not worth the effort.
I told him, that flunky, that he'll see what a real sailor has in his belly.
If you continue like that, everyone will see what you've got in your belly.
I hope so. I hope they don't forget the lesson. Me? I'm not scared of some girl.
I mean they're going to cut you open, you idiot. Calm down.
This cat is quite the dangerous feline, isn't she? She would do Sekhmet proud.
You're back again. What can I do for you?
These bootleggers seem unwilling to let anyone approach the warehouses.
They're part of the private property I mentioned earlier.
And yet the place looks abandoned. Why guard the entrance?
As a precaution, I suppose. All the warehouses are more or less interconnected by old sewers.
You mean that there's a way to go from one to the other by tunnel?
I couldn't tell you if it's still the case today for all the warehouses on the island, but I think I can imagine what you've got in mind. You can always visit them if you're not the claustrophobic type. You're back again. What can I do for you?
Nothing new there.
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Let's check down this way.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. If you want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you. I shall take my leave.
So much info, yet so little truth. And... oh. I don't think I should be going nosing around in there. Why block the way with a car? Something new every moment, isn't there? Wait a minute. Oh, never mind. I can't shut the damn lighter off. It seems to be the bane of my existence. I don't get it.
You're back again. What can I do for you?
I'm simply a man that doesn't wish to die immediately.
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Alright, well, I'll try talking to the cat one more time. She's not a mysterious woman. I kind of pieced that together pretty quick. Fine. Fine. Nope, not getting in there. Alright. Now, should I send the sailors after them or lie? Or check out the warehouse?
There's something coming. Something real bad.
Well, well, look who's back.
Did you miss us?
I have an offer that could interest you.
We're listening.
I need you to keep them busy for a while.
You send us to take the punishment while you go quietly about your business. What's in it for us?
What would convince you to help me?
There's only one thing that'll get us to move.
For sure. Bring us something to drink and we'll take care of the bootleggers.
Already done.
Look what I've got.
You're a good guy, you. Follow me. Cheers, you jackass.
Oof, I don't feel well.
Hey, where are you going?
Say that again. I hope for your sake that I didn't hear it.
No, it's not what you think. It's just that you shouldn't hide your hooch in
So long. So if I have a way out. Got a lot of bootleg back here. Ooh. Oh, it's broken. Figures.
Let's see. Perfect.
Shall we answer?
This place stinks.
Oh, that...
What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
Well, it's... I'm apparently psychic.
Le Petit Parisien. Who might keep a news clipping about Sarah Hawkins? Can't sleep. I know how that feels.
Am I Sarah Hawkins right now? What is that?
What is this picture of Charles and Sarah Hawkins doing here? Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings?
Freaky peaky, isn't it? I repeat, am I psychic?
It smells as bad as it looks. Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this?
That is an excellent question. I guess occult or psychology.
What happened here?
I've not done searching just yet. But something is off. I thought those were bloody broken sacks. Fascinating. You are not entirely normal, are you, detective? You've garnered my own interest in this strange affair we do see. Question is, can I get out of here without getting killed?
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! Detective Pierce. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
Oh, no. We're not threatening the police officer. Let's be a little more smart than that.
You seem like a competent officer. We should help each other.
You're trying to manipulate me, Mr. Pierce. I hate to be taken for a fool.
All right, Inspector Lestrade. Let me take a more direct approach. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it. It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene? Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here.
So would
Come
I.
on. My car's parked down the way.
Is that your car that's blocking the alley?
Please shut the door. And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why, you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay,
I like her.
Can we go to the mansion now?
Who the hell are you? What were you doing on my turf? I've got my eye on you. We'll meet again.
Is it far, this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
Interesting. Pierce managed to get into the warehouse. The place, thought to be abandoned, revealed some surprises. Signs of recent occupation, as well as a partly charred painting. Interrupted in his searching by Officer Bradley, Pierce convinced him to join his investigations. The police officer is willing to drive the detective to the Hawkins mansion. The plot does thicken a bit, but still there's too little to understand the mind of the mad. I can see high replay value in this game. Your stats may lead to other paths. And you just are not nice to look at, are you? Creepy old abandoned mansion.
Hawkins mansion.
Later to be bought up by Umbrella.
The The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
Your partner, Andrews, warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum? I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family, so he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way, he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
Oh, I have plenty of questions.
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
An honest man. That is surprising. Oh, can't use it.
I don't believe the fire is the only reason this house is in such a state.
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations would probably date from the arrival of the first settlers.
It's got nothing to do with Charles Hawkins' debts.
Ha! You've already begun to nose around, it would seem. So, since you already know it, the Hawkins family couldn't afford the upkeep of this house. It remains to be seen what they did with all their money. I wager it was Charles Hawkins' travels. Let's go up there. Unless you still have questions.
Oh, I got one more at least.
I prefer to be prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
Could he be a problem?
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go. Right?
I'm not gonna lie, this mansion worries me. You rarely ever get derelict, burned down buildings with nothing inside. Especially in a tale such as this.
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
Why not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
He may not be wrong. So far, I haven't had anything to completely mistrust this man. I feel like I know exactly how that's going to go. I want to bet this is desecrated as well.
Bradley was right. This place is much older than I imagined.
Good to know. But no writings on this one. Interesting. Oh, I'm not looking forward to traveling this place. Is there a reason why we stopped in the graveyard?
Poor kid. Poor kid.
Well, that's depressing.
Someone must really hate Charles Hawkins.
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
Do you know if Charles Hawkins had any enemies?
Not to our knowledge. He was a well-respected personality on the island. I don't understand. Silas would never have let such a thing happen.
Why were they buried here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It's said that he's devastated.
Let's go to the mansion.
Please give me a minute. I didn't expect to set foot back here after the burial. What kind of deranged individual would defile this sanctuary? And steal a burnt painting? I don't see Silas doing such a thing. Let alone allowing it. Even that broad baker is above that. Lord, have pity on this poor family.
The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh. The old caretaker must be very attached to her.
Oh, I bet. So where is this caretaker? I found a whale! I have no idea if that means anything, but I found a whale. It sometimes pays to explore. I'm definitely going to use a guide on a second playthrough to see if I find everything. But for now, it's just investigating on my own. Huh. Is that always there?
Recently fallen. It's as if all life has abandoned the place.
Not going to lie, my manner is nowhere near as unkempt. Protected, but not as unkempt. I'm slightly haunted. Oh, I'm expecting a boogie woogie woo at some point. Very technical term, a boogie woogie woo.
I'll have to find another entrance.
Do I really need to use investigation for that? You crow, don't bother me. Well, something certain I can leap over that if need be. Oh yes, this place is not spooky in the slightest. Probably less so with me commentating over it. That guy's still at the graveyard? I'm beginning to wonder if I should even trust the bugger.
This entrance is still in use.
Holy fuck!
You are trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right?
You have a wonderful coat!
Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them! Dump them into the ocean!
You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. Let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
You haven't forgiven yourself. You stay here to honor the memory of the deceased.
That's true. I want no more violence. No more tragedy.
It's painful to be the last one left.
You don't know how right you are. Understood. I'm listening.
The police report describes a domestic accident, but Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
No, I can't let you in. The mansion isn't safe.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
Oh,
it's locked.
No.
And I make sure it stays that way.
You still put flowers on her grave. You cherish her memory.
Mrs. Hawkins was an exceptional person. She cared for everyone around her.
Let me shed a light on what happened to her. Give me that key.
I'm probably making a big mistake, but it won't be the first. Here, take the key and do what you have to do. Go on, then, just to get rid of you.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
Is that all I can talk to him about? Did I see what I thought of? Yep. So that's how you get to Rapture. It's over there. I don't know if I really want to go in the mansion right now. If what I do know, of the few things of this game that I do know, I don't know if I want to go in there. I know I have to, but I don't know if I want
This
to.
gate is locked.
Oh, boy. That's, I know. Oh, that's where he lives. Wasn't the cop supposed to come with me to help calm the old bugger down? Some fat lot help you were. This is why the law is not meant to be trusted when written by man. Nature has its own laws. I wonder if he'll get mad at me if I look around his house. Beautiful water. Yeah, I could see where some people might have thought this was some kind of walking simulator. It isn't. Ooh, can I take that axe? Of course not. Anyone else notice the face on that tree? What the hell? Who's painting it? I don't see anything else back here. Oh. Handy. Oh, I bet you if you needed to... Okay, I see where this is going. If you needed to sneak in, this was how.
I know a thing or two about solitude myself.
That was very...
The poor wretch seems to spend the best part of his time isolated from the world.
Oh, not allowed in right now. I'm afraid this is going where I fear it's going. Can I get you in your little hut?
Yes. Shall we enter?
Oh, now you're here! Useless son of a
Now that you finished your
bitch.
fun and games with Silas, we can perhaps inspect the mansion.
You're right. Let's go.
Yeah. Let me talk to Silas. I really wanted that axe. Where is Silas? I'm pretty sure he went in this direction. Oh, there he is.
Do you have a moment?
What now?
Nothing. Sorry.
Stop wasting my time.
Then what was the point of giving me the option? This one's stubborn. Raven. I was gonna say crow, but it's far too big. Run, run, run away, run around all day. Let's go inside.
Shall we enter?
Because this place is totally not gonna be haunted.
Let's take a look inside.
I'm with you.
Oh, that's quick. Pierce and Oliver Bradley explored the gardens of the Honkin Mansion. The family lies in the graveyard of the property, guarded by Silas Winchester. The old caretaker, still faithful to his employers, keep watch on the place, armed with his axe. Pierce and Bradley managed to calm him, I misread, and finally get hold of the key to Hawkins' mansion. They enter the building, looking for the scene of the fire. That cop's totally going to turn on me, isn't he? I may have made a poor choice. I just know it. Shall we re-enter the madness?
Follow me. I know the place. Who left this light on?
We're in the upside down, aren't we?
The Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me?
Oh, goody! We get to use psychic detective vision. I'm right. The roaster looks good.
What kind of meat is this?
Well, that told me oh so much.
This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins.
Wonder if it was his chair that started the fire. Well, that is interesting. Surprised the protagonist doesn't say anything about it. Can't be it. There's nothing I'm missing. No. Oh, there we are.
The boy was probably here. Smashed his plate on the floor. Sarah Hawkins' plate. Why did she leave it untouched? Something happened at this table. An argument?
Someone was poisoned.
Hey, Pierce. Daydreaming again?
Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door.
Again, no picture of the husband.
Sarah Hawkins and little Simon. The perfect picture of the middle-class family.
Right. Middle class. Yeah, we'll call it that. A lot of these paintings are just demolished.
Was Charles Hawkins some kind of explorer? Too much rubble. I'll find an easier way.
Oop, too far. Oh, I didn't realize I gained experience. I've lost sanity yet.
Let's see if I can find something the cops missed.
Psychic vision! Well, there's something right there. It's not black and white. Oh, I can't click on it. Okay.
They had a fight. Why?
Because she tried to kill him? Ooh, what's this?
Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How? Did it stop at the time of the fire? Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker?
We already know that answer. Yes!
The child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others? Did someone escape the fire?
Is he still alive? Fascinating.
If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn?
So that's what the full painting looks like. That's not at all telling.
Blood. This lamp was thrown. This was no accident. This was a fight. Someone fell here. A desperate attempt to flee. And the boy.
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
Much of this evidence simply contradicts the investigation's findings.
Really? Tell me about it.
I found a bottle of whiskey. Empty.
Well, that must have been a loss for you.
No glass. I suspect one of them drank heavily to calm down. Charles, most probably.
That's pretty thin. Who says that bottle hadn't been there for a while?
I can tell where young Simon was, but not his parents. Where were their bodies found?
I can't help you on that one. Charles and Sarah's bodies had already been carried away when I got here.
Without your authorization? By whom?
Marshall, Andrews, Chief West. We never deal with cases like that, you know. So... well...
It would seem at least one person fled the crime scene.
What'd you say?
That mark on the door. Someone's hand slid down there. The left side has no mark. The door was open and that someone left.
For God's sake. I mean, if it's Charles or Sarah, they wouldn't have left their son.
They would rather die in the flames as a family instead of calling for help? I don't buy it.
Oh, yeah?
I was under the impression the fire started around midnight.
Yes, Silas banged on our door around 1 a.m. Poor devil ran so hard he was almost belching his lungs out.
This clock burned before 10 p.m.
That's impossible. What you imply? Silas never would have hurt the Hawkins family. Besides, Dr. Fuller confirmed the hour of death in his report. Your clock must have already have stopped.
Honestly, you don't find that suspicious?
That's troubling, I have to admit. But I trust Silas. And Dr. Fuller is an authoritative figure. The mainland folks are damned envious that he's here with us. A brilliant surgeon, and a friend of the family. I'm sure he took the matter to heart. So, excuse me if I value his opinion over yours.
So be it. Let's move on. I suspect this lamp caused the fire.
That's what the investigation suggested, too.
But does your report mention the bloodstains? The lamp didn't fall, it was thrown at someone.
For heaven's sakes, no. The report doesn't mention that.
I firmly believe this fire was more than just an accident.
Huh. What's your theory?
I suspect a crime of passion.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
And let us continue the investigation.
I just ask that you don't disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing, I'd be in serious trouble.
This door is locked. These bandages are covered in dried blood. But whose?
That is the question, isn't it? Now, where am I going to put you?
The lyrics of the drunken sailor, a sea shanty. This door is blocked from the outside. An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, dated 18...
Oh no. Oh no, I'm where I'm worried to be. Oh no, I don't want to be here.
Moby Dick, Melville's classic. The epic battle between man and whale. Mandatory reading for any whaler, I guess.
Oh yes, I'm sure that's it. Just that simple. I do not like this. I do not like this at all.
This place was falling apart long before the fire.
What is with that bust? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I thought I saw something.
This piano is in disrepair. Looks like the Hawkins kept it more for decoration than for music.
It also looks like the Hawkins might have just been... Well, let's be honest. They were turning into paupers. Someone was drinking the money away. I can't imagine who that could have been. Wait a minute.
A book on the first inhabitants of the island. It seems they got here around the 14th century.
Another medicine. I been finding more and more medicine books than anything else.
Darkwater history. This place was settled back in 1692 by two families that seceded from the New England colonies.
Of course.
A book on hunting whales, the island's staple diet last century.
Whale. Good for the stomach.
20,000 leagues under the sea. Another story about the mysteries of the deep.
I think I might know where that's going. Right into my pants!
One of Sarah Hawkins' paintings. Her style sure is recognizable.
Fascinating. What else do we find littered in the manor house of the dead? You know, for a fire, she doesn't do a lot of damage.
Greek mythology. Hecate, goddess of the dead, daughter of Tartarus, and mother of Scylla.
I'm a well, to Codebreaker Gaming, I will let you know this. That I seem to understand that there was very little marketing for this game, and very little really knew about it besides the random trailers on YouTube. This wasn't a AAA title, and thus no AAA publisher would really go, ooh, look at this game that's totally not one of ours. It's not appealing for the masses. And thus it probably fell under the radar for some time. I, on the other hand, and as my IT guy, I'm a good fan of Lovecraft, and I have dealt with one creature as its kind. Make no mistake, make no deals with the Black Pharaoh. I learned that mistake firsthand.
What could Sarah have done to make this person threaten to call the police?
Another clue. Well, I'm actually not far off. But it's nice to see more people. At least I've already grown my usual total, my IT guy's usual total of 1 viewer to 3. It shows how much better I am at this than he is. There we go.
Locked.
And just like Silent Hill, it is rust to hello. Ooh. Oh, this isn't going to be creepy.
The boys' room. A child's fort. From what threat was Simon protecting his world?
that's just Konami for you. It's a company run by complete arsehots. What, I can't look at the... Oh, no. That poor child.
Tom Sawyer. Mark Twain. Sarah must have read it to him before bed.
And something tells me he suffered some night terrors.
Sleeping pills. Strong for an 11-year-old boy. What was wrong with this family?
Maybe it was the scary thing he's drawing.
What nightmarish vision could have inspired them? Simon's troubles went beyond family problems. That kid saw something. Something terrified him.
Oh, what did we found here?
What will her room reveal about her?
So far, not a whole hell of a lot.
Barbiturates. Sarah Hawkins must have been extremely agitated, resorting to such a treatment.
I'm gonna be honest, I never actually got into playable trailer. Not because I had no interest in it, it's because I just never got it. Of course, I lost my chance.
Perfect.
Thanks, Jan Konami. Douchebags. Ooh. I'm not lucky.
Despite what happened, they seem to have loved each other. This ledger lists all of the paintings Sarah Hawkins sold. It seems the last one was given for free to a Francis Sanders. I wonder why.
You're not questioning the finger marks, the claws, this!
Was Sarah Hawkins interested in the occult? What was she trying to achieve?
I can't believe you're not asking about some of this stuff. You're a bloody idiot. Ooh, that's one ugly bugger.
Bradley? Is that you?
Oh, no water. Actually, it might be getting to a stopping point anyways.
What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well, not much, to be honest. We all assumed the Hawkins lived on Charles's inheritance. If you're right, we should be able to find clues among the Hawkins' personal effects.
Oh, I found clues, all right. Oof, found lots of clues. So where's my occult at? My occult is still at novice. My medicine's still at novice. Oh no, my occult at amateur. That's good.
Did you hear that?
Oh, don't say that. door was not open a minute ago! Oh, and the worst part is, I really hate to do this to my loyal watchers. But as for now, we're going to have to call it a night. Tune back in tomorrow night, where I once again delve into the pits of madness and see what lies beneath. This is your unending Necromancer, Mr. Maleficent, calling it a night. Sleep well, young mortals.